can't breathe.
Settle in, just relax under it.
All right, tap, tap.
Got you. Good call.
Man, it's just side control.
Heavy pressure works. Roll though.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm crawling out of here. Whew, side pressure got me, man. White belt life. I'm going home.
Welcome to Sumi's Desk, BJJ edition.
Day 3 at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym. Last week, I was able to get 2 sessions in, which was great. I wanted to see if I could sneak in a third, but it wasn't possible. I wasn't feeling well on Saturday. That's what happened. I wasn't feeling too well on Saturday, and last week or earlier this week on Monday, that's what it was, I wasn't able to go either due to the snow. The gym was closed. So I was pretty excited, looking forward to, working out and rolling. I really don't know why I'm so excited, because I know I'm going to just take a whole bunch of L's, but along with all of those losses, I'm also going to learn. So that's my number one motivation at the moment. So I'm about 3 minutes away from the gym, and I am excited. If you notice, I'm wearing my gi, my all-white gi. I have my white belt right here, and to be honest, I'm not in a rush to go to blue belt. I just started. Why am I even uttering blue belt for my lips? But just want to throw it out there. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush to get to blue belt. My mindset with this type of training is that it's going to be long term. I would love to be doing this into my late 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s, who knows. So I just want to really enjoy the journey. So going into it today, I'm excited. I've been getting some workouts in at home. There's someone who commented, I believe, on one of the previous videos, recommending some stage 2 training or level 2 training, something along those lines. Walking and like less intense cardio. So I've been incorporating a lot of that. Shoveling the snow was definitely cardio enough on Monday. And I've been doing some core work at home, some ab workouts and things of that nature to try to just get back in shape. And yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. But here's the thing. Every time I, go to the gym, I feel as though I'm ready to go. But the moment that workout, that warm-up specifically begins, and I'm running those laps around the gym, every single time I begin to question my life choices. So let's see if that happens today. But I'm about a block or 2 away from the gym, and one of the things, I'll just add this in here, one of the things that I do enjoy about training jiu-jitsu is that I literally have no idea what to expect when I go to the gym. The warm-ups are different every time. The drills being trained are different every time. The rolling sessions at the end are different every time. So I literally have no clue what to expect. What I do know, however, is that in this session, this isn't the fundamentals course. So in this session, there's likely going to be some higher belts that are there. Hopefully I don't have to roll with a purple belt or brown belt or anything, but I do know that about this session. All right, so I am here. I think I just went to the wrong parking lot, but it is what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna drive out and go to the right parking lot, because I think what's likely gonna happen. Oh, that one is like snowed in. Oh wow. Yeah. I'll still. I don't know. I'll see what I can do over there. But yeah, I think what's likely going to. You know what? Let me just stay here, because I can see the other parking lot from here, and it's literally snowing in. All right, I'm here at the gym. You all take care. God bless, and pray for me. Okay, I'm good. Man, all right. Okay, tap.
Gotcha.
That's just pressure?
That's wild.
Yeah, let me settle there. Keep moving. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I need oxygen. I'm just gonna make it to the car. That's all right. I am back from session number 3, and I can say I made some progress. I still don't know what I'm doing. Just that. I still don't know what I'm doing. However, I didn't gas out in the warm-up. I didn't gas out like before, but what did happen, I noticed, we did the warm-up, the jogging, side steps, running backwards, the whole 9 yards. But then we stretch right after, and during that stretching session, I was the only person huffing and puffing. But yeah, I was the only person huffing and puffing. I started to get a little embarrassed, like, my goodness, everyone could tell I'm new, aside from the obvious white belt around my waist, they could tell I'm brand spanking new. But I was huffing and puffing, I was breathing hard, but I didn't gas out. That's progress. Now, it kind of brought back memories from when I was in school back in the day, when you're in gym class and everyone has to like pick, who's going to be a part of their basketball team. I wasn't great at basketball, so I wouldn't say I was always usually I wasn't the last person picked. I was usually one of the last persons picked. Because of my size, they'll pick me, assuming that I'm good. And then to their surprise, I'd usually get like one good shot. Usually my first shot was like money, but then after that, I'd miss everything. But anyways, kind of experienced that here, where we had to kind of like select our sparring partner, our rolling buddy, and everyone had their buddy, and it was me and a white belt left. And I'm looking at the white belt like, bro, if you think I'm gonna walk you through anything, I don't know what I'm doing. And you're a white belt too. I don't know if he just started or not, but he may not know much about what he's doing. Unless he was, white belt for a year, then he would know, But the thing is, I don't know, I'm just assuming. Anyways, the coach saw that, and there was a purple belt and a blue belt that teamed up. The purple belt was a husky guy. The blue belt was slender. The white belt that was going to partner with me was a slender dude. So guess what the coach did? He put the slender white belt with the slender blue belt, and he put the husky white belt with the husky purple belt. So once again, I'm rolling with the husky purple belt. It's not the same husky purple belt as day one. That guy was huskier, but this guy was pretty husky as well. And I was kind of nervous, but I reminded myself to just stay calm, because I can get a little bit claustrophobic. I don't like being in tight spaces and things like that. So when he was on top, I just had to remind myself to relax, stay calm, remember my training that I literally could not remember, and just try not to die. And that got me through the session. I started to get shocked towards the end. I'm like, wait, I'm not gassed out. Like, I feel good. I was able to actually, demonstrate the techniques, maybe not perfectly, but decently. And then in the end, we had to roll. It was kind of like a freestyle roll to a certain extent, but the coach gave certain like stipulations, and I don't remember what the stipulations were, but here's another sign of growth. I understood what the coach was communicating. On my first day, I didn't know what they were talking about, but I've been watching so many, jiu-jitsu videos. I actually knew what the coach wanted us to do. So I was, I felt pretty good about that. And, we started rolling. Now, of course, when it was time for me to actually demonstrate it, it's one thing to know it up here. It's another thing for your body to align with what's going on in your brain. And my body and my brain is just completely out of whack. And yeah, once again, I didn't know what I was doing. Basically, the person on top had to start in the side Kimura position, and they had to free their leg, and they had to get like side position or something like that. I don't know. And the person on the bottom in the first round, there were like 4 different objectives in 4 different rounds. But one of the rounds, the person at the bottom pretty much had to, I guess, not like free themselves. Oh, that's what they had to do. The person on the bottom had to either wrap their legs around the person that was on the top, or just escape entirely, just like get out of there. And I could do neither. I tried everything, and here's what I realized. During the drilling, while drilling, whoever it is you're partnered up with, especially when they're a higher belt, they're basically letting you do the moves. This dude was letting me do the moves. But in the moment, I didn't realize. I'm thinking, wow, look at that. I'm good. You know, I'm here. I don't want to rub it in, but you know, I'm here, you know, putting pressure on the purple belt. Then in the last, this time it wasn't a 3-minute roll at the end. It was a 10-minute roll at the end. But I survived it. Actually, no, I didn't survive it. I can't claim that because I did tap. I did tap like twice. I tapped the first time. I wasn't even in a submission move, and the guy was confused. He didn't think I was tapping. I kept tapping. I literally like tapped like maybe 3-4 times, and then he was like, "You want me to get off? You want me to stop?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it wasn't because he put me in a submission. He didn't have me in a submission. It was just that the weight of his body on top of me while he was trying to like transition from the Kimura to, he was trying to go to like a crucifix position or something like that. And because he's husky, there was so much pressure on me. I felt claustrophobic, but I was reminding myself, all right, stay calm. And I will go ahead and commend myself here that I wanted to quit prior. I did. I wanted to quit almost immediately, but I didn't quit until towards the end, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and pat myself on the shoulder there. That's progress, you know. As I shared in the previous video, I'm not under the impression that I'm just gonna become a, world-class jiu-jitsu specialist, especially after 3 sessions. But I am intentional in celebrating the small wins and identifying the small wins, and there were some small wins today. And if I stick with it as time goes on, hopefully I get some more small wins, and hopefully it culminates in a big win. All right, so that's it. Day 3 of jiu-jitsu. It's in the books. All right, you all take care. God bless.
Welcome to Sunni's Desk, BJJ edition.